Hello everyone, welcome to this video where I am going to explore your subconscious mind so that you can discover what it means to dream of not being able to move. That is to say, the inability to escape and especially to go where you want. In the dream, you are usually going to feel that there is a near danger which can be known, although most of the time you don't know what it is. And based on that, the question that I will ask you immediately arises. Why do you want to escape? And above all, why and what do you feel trapped at this moment? Well, that's what we are going to be talking about here. But before going into the analysis, in case you don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Robert. I am a psychoanalyst with more than 30 years of experience. And in case you want to have a psychoanalysis session with me, or in case you want the psychoanalysis of one of your dreams, just send me an email to the one that I am going to leave you here below in the description of this video, so I can tell you how you can join my consultation. Now, back to what it means to dream of not being able to move. This is a very important dream because from the outset, it is revealing that you are going to a phase of your life where everything is too difficult for you. Since to go where you want to go, always have to make a great effort. And this explains why this dream occurs in your subconscious, because in practice, your source of frustration arises precisely from the fact that you fear that you will remain stagnant forever. In other words, doing the same type of work to infinity. Therefore, clearly this dream speaks about the desire that has developed in your unconscious to change the cycle of your life, which is precisely in conflict because you just don't know how to do it. And this clearly reveals to me that you are the type of person who lives for routines. In fact, you have a hard time changing them. Everything in your existence is very structured, even if you don't want to realize it. And that is why, with all certainty, this dream is presenting itself in your subconscious precisely because in the days before it, you experienced some situation that led you to want to put aside some routine, some kind of right that was very important to you. But this desire of yours that has hatched in your unconscious and that is expressed through your dreams is colliding with your state of conscious self that forces you to maintain that routine or those rituals without which you cannot exist. And it's based on this that the most important aspect of this matter arises for me. Why can't you live without those rituals? Because this dream clearly reflects that you have incipient degrees of obsessions that you cannot get rid of. Although, as this dream is revealing, that is your wish. Obsessions are usually a symptom of your desire for control, when your life has been in a state of complete chaos. Or at least, that's what we believe. It is not that our life is as disorganized as we think. But clearly, if you are having this dream, you are the type of person whose unconscious for many years has made him believe that any imbalance in your life implies that you cannot be considered as a valuable person. And there is the core of the complex that is revealing this dream. You are certainly a person who has created these routines that I have told you about, and that you know very well that you have them as a way to control what gets out of control. For example, you may have to interact with people who piss you off, and instead of going and talking to them, that energy of your psyche, that complex that leads you to feel less valuable or to somatize what happens to you through anxiety, anguish, or depression, causes you to establish routines to precisely deny what is happening to you. That freaks you out enormously. That the people and the environment in which you coexist cannot develop as you wish. And that is why you are having this dream, because you have reached a point in your life where you want to get rid of those routines, because now that you are an adult, you have come to the conclusion that you do not need them, that you can gain confidence and security in your value for yourself. But the problem is that this collides with your state of conscious self, which for many years developed these rituals as a means of protecting you, precisely from the chaos that had occurred at some important moment in your existence. That is why, as I was telling you at the beginning of this video, in the dream, you see yourself trying to move with all your might, trying to escape from a danger that you know is approaching, but that generally you don't know what it is about. And this is expanded exponentially because in the dream, you are going to see how the people around you manage to escape. They can move very easily, unlike you, that no matter how much you try, you just cannot do it. If you look closely, this goes to show that what exhausts you the most is not being able to move at will, precisely because they are those obsessions that you have developed throughout your life and that you have tried to counteract through those rituals that are so important to you, the ones that make you unable to move, go where you want with the ease that you can good like. In fact, it is most likely that even you are not aware that you have these obsessions, which allow you to repress those states of anguish that arise in response to the complex that this dream is revealing. But what you do know is that you would like to move faster in your life, but you cannot do it. And there is the wonderful thing about how the unconscious operates. Because for many years, you have asked yourself, well, why don't I advance at the speed that I would like? You know that something does not work, although you cannot define it. And the answer to this is being given to you by your own mind. The time has come when you must get rid of your obsessions, your routines, because they are the ones that limit you. Now, as I always say, this did not start in the present. In all probability, you grew up in an environment where your parents lived by routines that, although they did not realize they existed, they were there, controlling every aspect of your existence. Those are the rituals that I have told you about throughout this video. And the problem is that every time you try to get out of those behavioral structures, which have been defined by your parents, you were immediately censored for partially exercising your right to decide what you wanted to do. The issue is that over the years, you transferred that system to other environments in your life. That is to say, you applied both to school, university, work, or even to your relationships. The effect of having rituals that should be immovable, because as I have told you, doing so activated in your unconscious the fact that you felt like a person of little value. And that explains why it freaks you out so much when people do not comply with what you have defined that they should do. Because deep down, it is there where that part of your psyche is operating that leads you to think that where there is no routine, there is only chaos. Because as I told you, it is that psychic inheritance with which you grew up and from which you now want to get rid of that is causing that at this stage of your life you somatize what this dream is expressing through anguish, anxiety, or depression, which is precisely the complex of your unconscious which needs to be released so that you can live in balance again. As you can see, this is a much more complex dream than it might seem. So you have to pay close attention in case you see yourself in a dream without having the ability to move. For the same reason, you already know that if you want me to psychoanalyze some of your dreams or have therapy sessions with me, just send me an email to the one that I leave you below so that I can tell you the way in which you can integrate to my consultation. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video if it helped you in any way, and share it so that others can access to this kind of knowledge. Have a wonderful day, and with it, the most beautiful dreams. Bye!